Celebrities. Everybody knows what a celebrity looks like. Your mom probably got a favorite celebrity, and maybe your dad, but not for the same reasons as your mom. Everybody has a celebrity. Some of them have their secrets. Maybe starving themselves. Who knows? I don't know. Not my business. Hey, I'm not in the industry. Wrong screen. Yo, why celebrities are starving themselves? Let's get straight to it.
You to change your body to Hollywood. Being a celebrity requires you to change your body to Hollywood norms. Facts. At any moment it's popular. Whether it be through plastic surgery to...
Yeah, I feel bad for the folks who get plastic surgery, because it's like you gotta look at it in a longer lens. Like when you get older, you're like borderline cooked. You feel what I'm saying?
Look like a wax figure on video 24/7. Whether it be to suck up all the fat through your body and put it in your butt. Hollywood is notorious for making people go through outrageous things just to fit the role of what people expect. And for the past 10 years or so that...
But you know, my thing is this. I feel like it's like, who's expecting it, right? Who is expecting it? Because I'm going to be honest with you, right? I feel like it's a lot harsher on women than it is men. So I'm thinking about it from like this, right? There's like the supposed ugly women and the supposed pretty women, right? In Hollywood and so on and so forth, right? I feel like if Hollywood stopped worrying about what the folks look like and prioritized good stories, I don't think anyone would care. Bisfal has a lot of good videos for later. Okay, bet. I don't think anybody would care if the actor was not relatively attractive. You feel what I'm saying? Thankfully, Michael Jackson. Yo, Tall, you're a movie, bro. You're a movie.
Was the one and only BBL. The BBL stood king for the longest.
That BBL is a movie, bro. That BBL is a movie. The fact that there's people that are, I would honestly say, like, I would never, like, obviously anybody who gets a BBL, that's not a movie. That's not a movie. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You're not the movie. But like, all I gotta say is that the cycle, like, this is on some PR shit, but I'm gonna keep it a butt with y'all, bro. Women go through so many evolutions in their life. You see what I'm saying? And like, I feel like society, or I'm not gonna say society, I'm gonna say social media has like kind of condemned women for what naturally happens in their lifetime. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, you is not gonna be the baddest John that you were when you were 22. That's just facts. When you're 30 and you're 40, it's not like that. And the thing about it is that is still beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Being confident and secure in your body. What the frick was that? What the frick was that? 35 minutes ago? I'm confused. Regardless, being confident in your body as bro, I'm just telling you, bro. The internet is never gonna steer you in the right direction when it comes to, like, you know what I'm saying? How you should look.
Something men like more than money is spending that money on a girl with a fat.
Yo, I'm Dean Civilly. Yo, what's good, Snake?
The switch from Tatas being the Hollywood standard to the BBL was aggressive. We had no wait time for real. It just came through in one swoop and destroyed everything behind it. I don't think there's...
I agree. I feel like, you know what it really was to me? I felt like it was a long time ago. I remember when it was like the skinny girls were in, and like anybody who didn't fit like the Megan Fox that you see in this corner was considered fat, like obese. That's literally... Like, I remembered it, and I remember during the Vine era, 2015, there was a point where, like, guys on Vines were starting to like girls that were thicker. You see what I'm saying? And then afterward, it was it was predominantly in the black community, but then it just started going everywhere to all different folks. It was crazy.
There's any more boob guys for real. It's kind of sad. It's like they all got genocided in a decade. And I'm not saying all the girls in Hollywood who have big butts got them through BBLs, but the ones you immediately saw go from the most petite, skinny woman.
Is that real? Is she real?
Ever.
Is she
having one you can back up in a
parking
garage were obvious. And
is that
most
a backpack?
People attribute this rise to two people: Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj. Kim K's.
Fair enough. I see the vision. It was
crazy because she went from looking like Taylor Swift in the Eras tour one year to Kim Kardashian. She looked good before still, so I don't even know why she decided to do it. But it was probably the best decision she ever made in her life.
I ain't gonna lie, Kim K getting a BBL was kind of, that's a crazy business decision. That's I don't know. That's S tier. No one can compete with that, bro.
Remember all the jokes growing up I heard about Kim's BBL? There were so many TV shows that would make fun of it.
Network sustainable in this new streaming world? No!
Kim, what's wrong? A black ball went to waste.
And it officially became
Bro, what?
the Hollywood norm.
Who is this? Who is that girl on the end? I've never seen her before.
Black ball went to waste.
And it officially
Okay, this is Cardi B. I don't know who this is, and I do not know who this is. For the folks who can't see, I'm not familiar with her. I don't know her game. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Don't know who she is.
became the Hollywood norm.
Not familiar.
Same with Nicki Minaj too, who as soon as the Anaconda music video,
I ain't gonna lie, that did I'm not gonna lie to you. I wonder how many people got introduced into things that they probably have been into a long-lasting, I'm like health crisis after watching that video. You see what I'm saying? I tried to stay away because I knew how it got down. I knew it was on some crazy stuff.
video dropped back in 2014, it was solidified. I know so many that had their sexual awakening as soon as this video
Fact. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how many people probably like
out. At that moment, it was basically you either had to get a BBL or work out to get a fat ass, or you were gonna fall off as
just
a
be
female
blessed.
celebrity. It started off as just a
are they?
celebrity requirement, but now it's become more and more of a requirement for some women, to the point where they'll take out loans just to get a BBL surgery.
taking out a loan for your butt is insane. It's insane.
Paying off a BBL like you pay off a car note is insane work.
Like you're paying off your butt.
Unless you got a sugar daddy set up right after, you better have the money ready for it. I think most of y'all also know
No
this,
way.
but BBLs are also a very dangerous surgery. One of the
Yeah, I
most
heard.
dangerous, actually, which makes it even scarier that it's become a norm. When the doctors inject that fat from one part of your body to another, if it gets injected too deeply into the butt, it can cause something called
Mental state changes, trouble breathing, fast heartbeat, vision changes, jaundice, and a fever.
a fat embolism, which blocks blood flow to your vital organs like your heart or lungs and leads
I ain't gonna lie to you. I just feel like if you just don't have a big behind, that's fine. You see what I'm saying? That was not a blessing for you to have, and that's completely fine. You have another you see what I'm saying? Just because you don't have one thing doesn't mean you don't have another. You feel what I'm saying?
leads to death. So some girls out there take the risk of having a fat or potentially having all their organs get suffocated and dying a painful death. That might
I
be
think
worth
that's
it if
worth
you're a
it.
famous celebrity and it's gonna make you more popular. But what are you doing as a standard civilian working
Facts.
a 9 to 5 thinking it's gonna do for you? And of course, this can be prevented a lot more if you have a more
Butt doesn't have to be
qualified and
butt.
certified plastic surgeon. But a lot of times they'll fly out to a country that has a less certified plastic surgeon just so
Like
they can
Colombia
get the
or
surgery cheaper and
Mexico.
fly back. I don't think you should put your life
think
at
it's
risk
Mexico.
just to save a couple of thousands of dollars. Unless that's how much you
What do you
really
mean?
think your
Yeah,
life
it's
worth.
worth it,
Go
bro.
ahead.
I'm telling you, risking, like, you can't tell me you're working a regular 9 to 5 job, or you're an Instagram model who's like probably got 100K followers, but she's like, she's like she ain't getting like some of them folks that have a lot of followers, they don't got a lot of money. And imagine a girl, 100,000 followers, she's broke, she gets a BBL. Like, what do you think that's really gonna do for her? You see what I'm saying? What do you think that's gonna do, bro? Like, brother.
After the process, you can't even sit down properly for the first couple of weeks because the actual incision needs to heal. So you'll see videos people post of planes full of women who take the same flight to get a BBL in a cheaper country, and they're all in
Is it worth it?
awkward sitting positions so they don't damage the actual surgery.
So I got on my flight today, and everyone seated around me just had surgery. They
This is
didn't
disgusting.
know each other. Remember, ladies, if you're getting a BBL, don't forget about the flight home.
Exactly. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? What was your thought process?
How you got all that money?
You had to go home. You had to go home. What are we
afford
doing?
a flight to another country and get a surgery, but you still fly an economy? Make it make sense.
You
If
fly an
one thing
economy
goes
to get
awry
you-
with the surgery later on too, it can go from being perfectly shaped to looking like Droopy from Looney Tunes.
Oh,
you
that's
can see
sad.
this happen to celebrities all the time.
Good
and the
heavens.
photos look absolutely disgusting.
It's
Would have been better off
crazy.
just getting a gym membership, bro. But this year, it's
Facts.
seeming like this BBL culture is starting to die down.
Should I put icing on my BBL and send it to the Ayo?
Good riddance. I don't know about y'all, but I got
Yeah,
tired of it.
RP,
Don't
yeah.
get me wrong. I still
That BB, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was at, what's it called? It was an old job I used to have, and this lady, right? She was I think she was like an in-store DoorDash lady. Like she would pick up groceries and then deliver them to people's homes. Yo, She would always walk in and like you could tell by like you could kind of tell somebody has a BBL from the thigh to behind ratio. And it was one of those things that like, was I looking? Yes, that was a very bad point in my life. But at the same time though, it was obvious. It was kind of hard not to look. Not in like, oh, she looks good, but it's like, oh, what is that? Why is it like that? That can't be real. You know what I mean?
Like, but I'm more of a natural guy. But just as fast as it's getting kicked out, it's getting replaced with another extreme norm already.
Whoa,
Ozempic. Now, we've all heard of Ozempic this year. I don't gotta explain it much. It's a prescription medication given to people with diabetes to help promote better blood sugar control and help prevent heart attacks. People realize, though, any person without diabetes could take it and shed weight like no tomorrow. A bunch of celebrities this year started taking it.
Oprah took it?
And some even admitted to it, like Oprah. There's a lot of
Oprah took Ozempic?
Celebrities who haven't admitted they're on it, though, and people are assuming
I have assumed
based off their looks. Ice Spice probably being the biggest. Now, I speak for everyone when I say Ice Spice became big because of her amazing, wonderful talent and her amazing voice and singing ability.
That could have been 100% a possibility, but it's just like, you know what my question is? I don't know if it's like, I don't know if these companies are trying to do something different, but like some of these women that get popular, that have a certain aesthetic, like, do they realize that their aesthetic is what makes them money, or like that's what brings them attention? You know what I mean? Like, I'm coming from like a curiosity perspective. Like, do they know, or is it just like, because me personally, if like, suppose, I don't know, like, I don't have anything that's like so staple to me, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. What if some feature about me was to disappear? You know what I mean? Or about somebody to disappear. Like, that's your whole thing. Like, that's the reason why people pulled up. You know what I mean? And it's not like some of these individuals have a personality or something underneath just their appearance. Like, sometimes it's all they have is just their appearance, right? And it's their personality is just like, their personality doesn't equate to what their looks brought. I stay for the do-rag. See? Like, I just feel like there would never really be a point of me having a do-rag off. You feel what I mean? I feel like that's just my thing. You know what I mean? I'm the do-rag guy. You see what I'm saying?
Who the f is this? Yeah, Ice Spice for the past 6 months has been getting accused of using Ozempic. Because going from this a year ago to this is
that is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was off stream and I was just like, I heard some stuff about Ice Spice and I was like, okay. I've been seeing a little bit of a downhill in public opinion. So I was like, let me go to her Instagram. Let me see what it looks like. Grow a unibrow. You must not like me. I saw this picture and I thought this was fake. I thought this was AI. And I saw it and it was just like a shock. It was like a shocker to me because I wasn't really fully kept up, but it's just like, hey man, things are going on. Life is happening. Life is moving. Life is doing great.
Right, guys? No one knows why she's deciding to completely shed off her image and change. I think the only reason why people are so shocked and are accusing her of using Ozempic is if you go through a natural diet and start hitting the gym, as long as you do it right, for guys, you can lose weight and keep good muscle on. And for girls, you can lose fat and still keep your butt intact. If you use Ozempic, though, it sheds everything, including your fat and muscle, which is kind of what it's been looking like for her. Like, her ass fat got disintegrated and swallowed whole by the rest of her body.
Oh my God.
Using it already and said it's because she's been working out more and
hitting
the gym.
But it's like, if you were working out more, wouldn't you be able to still keep your figure? Like, you know, I'm just asking.
Which could be true. We truly don't know unless if it gets leaked that she's on it or she admits herself that she's been on it. But that brings up more of the question, is Hollywood completely changing its beauty standards again? Because a lot of the girls know
what the fudge? Oh my gosh.
For their big butts.
What is the
that, let's be real, had part of their fame attributed to it, are starting to shut down like Ice Spice is. Megan Thee Stallion also
Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. I peeped that one too. That one was crazy to me, bro. I was like, cause like some of these artists like Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Ice Spice, like I have them all grouped in one category, right? I don't really follow their music. It's just long time ago, heard about their looks and their music was popping off. I was like, okay, interesting. And it's like, I cycle back to them. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's it's like they're almost a form of who they used to be. It's crazy.
Started to shed off her weight this year.
Good or
Queen
bad,
of
don't know.
BBLs, Kim K started to shed off her weight. It's drastic how much things have changed in the past year. I will say now, even though a lot of these celebrities are most likely on some type of weight loss enhancing drug or Ozempic, people be accusing
Always a
any
possibility.
celeb that loses weight for being on it. Lizzo this year has been sharing her weight loss transformation, and she's been sharing
Did she just
videos
season the pot? Okay, all right.
on TikTok of her in the
All right.
gym. From my own experience losing weight off naturally, you can tell hers is more natural because it's been
Yeah.
a gradual weight
Shout
loss.
out
and she's
Lizzo.
still going through it. Sucks we
Shout
can't make
out
Lizzo fat
Lizzo.
jokes anymore. That was my go-to.
Like, I know I'm big, but I'm not that big. Like, look.
Stop. Yo, got jokes. Yo.
If we were to bet whose weight loss is more natural between Lizzo and Ice Spice,
We can all
I would
take a
personally
guess.
put my money on Lizzo. This video
Yeah.
isn't even
Shout
to
out
hate
Lizzo,
on
bro.
these celebs using Ozempic though. The public just wants them to be honest about it, because if you lie and say you're doing everything all natural, then it's
Because you got to think about it like this. Both of these ladies, right? Both of these ladies have like millions and millions of followers. And you also got to take you got to take into consideration how many young impressionable girls are taking advice from these celebrities. That doesn't mean that they should, but imagine how many are and are seeing Ice Spice go from what she was to what she is now, and they're probably like, oh, I want to get like Ice Spice. I want to get pretty like her. You see what I'm saying? Whole time she could or could not be going an ethical route. You feel what I'm saying? It's all about perspective. Shout out to the girl who forces her employees to stick up.
bad
What are you
society
on?
standard and makes people think they can shed off all that weight fast.
See, I just said that. Oh my gosh, bro. Me and this freaking guy, bro. We're up here with it.
I still would want them to recommend people not to do it unless their doctor says so, because the long-term effects aren't the best,
You
especially
gain
if
the
you're
weight
someone
back?
not suffering from diabetes already doing it. And the drug is meant for people
That's
on
what Lizzo did.
diabetes.
Lizzo did not take Ozempic. She definitely worked that. That's what Lizzo told her employees to shove a. No way. Send me the clip if that's true.
So you don't want to take away from someone that would actually need it.
Is
It's
it on
always
YouTube or
better
something?
to naturally do it. You'll probably never be as perfect looking as the celebs on Ozempic, but long term for your life, you will.
Yeah, you'll be
reach
good.
Damn near close
Yeah.
to that if you stay on the right.
Go to the
path. And
gym,
you'll
do
actually be
cardio,
able to live longer.
calisthenics.
It's no different when these female celebs go on Ozempic and lie about it on interviews than the bodybuilder celebs like The Rock who try to say they don't use steroids. Not a single person in the world believes The Rock is.
Does anyone? I ain't gonna lie to you. It used to be a point in time where I used to think that he was natural, but now it's like, okay. There's overwhelming amount of people that say that he isn't natural, where it's just like, okay, I've not seen anybody refute that saying, nah, he's natural. He's all natural.
Is natty. I believe Osama bin Laden ran a peace organization before that. Another one people are talking about
what?
is Ariana Grande and her weight transformation. Ariana Grande has always been pretty.
She's never been. Whoa, Ariana Grande has never been like. You see what I'm saying? She's never been that. So why would you? I don't know. I never know, and it's not my business to know, guys.
Skinny, and no one considered her a contender of someone that would start to lose weight. In the
Facts.
past couple of months though, people have noticed she started to become skinnier and skinnier to the point of concern. Like when someone who's skinny becomes skinnier, then it's a sign there might be a body dysmorphia problem. Some say it's because her movie role in the movie Wicked, where she had to prepare to look best for the role. But you're telling me the director
Why?
has a requirement?
The directors told Ariana Grande, someone who's never been in any form of like, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You wouldn't look at Ariana and call her thick. Her appeal was her voice and her face. You see what I'm saying? So for someone to sit there and tell Ariana Grande, you're a little too big, you need to lose weight. That's a little insane. You see what I'm saying? Shout out Dean Absolute.
Told her she needs to lose weight. That wouldn't even make any sense. Now,
That's
I
kinda
don't
crazy
think
to me,
it's
bro.
Ozempic per se. If she went on Ozempic, I think she.
Oh my gosh, is that real? No way, that's real.
Straight up would have dropped dead after a month. When someone a decent sized weight goes on Ozempic, they already look like they starved themselves for a month straight right after. Even her co-star in the movie's been getting accused of using Ozempic. For
No way,
Ariana
is that
Grande,
her co-star?
If it was to be something, it would probably be more of an eating disorder than Ozempic, which would be sadder. She's talked
Yeah.
about how she struggled with her
That would
body
be
image
sadder.
a lot in the past too. So people got to be careful the way they're talking about her body and stuff,
Facts.
you know, because you never know what she's going through. It might be something
That's
that's
true.
actually really personal. You know, I hope she's good and all, now. If she does
I
need
agree.
help, I hope she gets it. The whole build-up release
Agreed.
to the movie Wicked was very strange, though. Both her and her co-star would be acting
Whoa.
strange is the only way to put it in interviews.
This week, people are taking the lyrics of Defying
Good
Gravity
heavens. They look Hollywooded out. You see what I'm saying? Take that as ever you want to take that. They look very Hollywooded out right now.
and really holding space with that and feeling power in that.
I didn't know that that was happening.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it on a couple posts.
I heard people who watched the movie really enjoyed it. At least there's that. If they
Gosh.
was doing all these weird antics, only for the
Yikes.
film to be a hot steaming pile, both of them would
Not seen
never
it.
hear the end of it for their entire careers. So to wrap it all up, this
That's a
could
little
just
odd.
be a point of time where Ozempic came out and everyone's
For
rushing to
Ozempic?
do it because it's the cool new thing.
What the after, oh my gosh. No way. Did she just go from 240
Point of
to
time where Ozempic came out
Okay.
and everyone's rushing to do it. because
240 to 165 after Ozempic? Oh, this is lethal. Nah, this is not good. Guys, this is a very not good.
Cool new thing.
Oh, no.
Or it could be a complete culture shift, just like how the BBL came in and changed the game.
Whoa,
It
what is
used to
that?
be like this before, though. I don't know how many people remember. All you saw on billboards in the 2000s and before was
Facts.
just the skinniest models of all time. All I
Facts.
can say is the gym is
Remember when I never tried Ozempic. I'm never trying no OZ, guys.
the way, and natural is always best. I started 4 years ago and I've never looked back. But let me know what y'all think of this whole situation. Follow me. I started 4 years for Instagram and
Okay, shout out, you know what I'm saying, Mr. NFG. You know what I'm saying? That's real, bro. Lot of oddball things are going on, bro. All you gotta say is you gotta two things. You gotta look with your eyes, hear with your ears, look with your ears, and smell with your eyes. And let the birds fly. I don't know where I was going with that, but bye. Peace.